I was going for 1 week. You know, it's like everybody's like, okay, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, wake up. So these are the 3 types of time frames that an action word comes in. Give me an example of an action word in the past tense, in English.
Ran.
Ran. He ran. Give me an order in the word ran. Run. And what is the present future tense? Running. So these are all called fi'lun in Arabic, right? A word that has a meaning in and of itself, the act of movement that we know as running, right? The action. And it's connected to these time frames, these 3 time frames. Everybody with me? Yes. Then it says, thumma harfu ma'na. Why does it say thumma? Thumma. Thumma means then, but why is thumma there?
All the way in this coming.
Because thumma tadullu ala tarahi. Thumma points to infasal al-waqt. Thumma means that there's a breakdown in space and time. It denotes weakness. For example, if I say Muhammad and Abdullah came and then Ali. See that thumma? What does that then mean? That Muhammad and Abdullah, we don't know which one came first or second, but they probably came together, right? They don't have to have come together, but they could have come together. And then Ali is clear that Ali did not come at the same time as Muhammad and Abdullah. Is that clear? Yes. Likewise, when it says ismun wa fi'lun thumma harfu ma'na, it means that the harf is not on the same level as the ismun and the fi'lun. You understand? Why is that? What is a harf? It's the weakest of the 3. Right? Yes. And what is its definition?
It's a word that points to a meaning.
It's a word that points to a meaning in another word. So first of all, the other 2 are words that point to a meaning in and of themselves, meaning they're independent. They don't need any other words to understand what they're talking about. A foot is a foot. Running is running. You don't need another word to describe what's going on. But a harfun is a word that points to a meaning in some other word. And also it's not connected to a time frame. So give me some words that point to it. So it's not independent. It necessitates other words to understand what it's talking about. Right? Does that make sense? Yes. Give me some examples. Thumma. Give me some in English. Is no, because is from the to be verb. Under. In. On. After. Behind. Around. Before. You got me? These are, and in every language, don't care what language you speak, there are only these 3 types of words. You hear what I said? Yes. In every language, there are only, how many, sister? 3 types of words. An ismun, a fi'lun, and a harfu dhatul ma'na. That has a meaning. Okay? We with that? Yes. And this is the basis from which all kalam is built upon. إن الكلام عندنا فلتستمع لفظ مركب مفيد قد وضع أقسامه التي عليها يبنى اسم وفعل ثم حرف فالاسم بالخفض وبالتنوين أو دخول ال يعرف فقف ما قفاه. Now we're back to where we should be right here. To that review. Now we're going to say here, erase this. So now after describing all 3 in a general way, we're going to get to the specifics of each individual one of those 3 parts. Okay? So now the ismun here is known by a few things. You can recognize the ismun by what? It has khafdi. Everybody say al-khafdi. What is al-khafdi? Al-khafdi, everybody say al-khafdi. It is something low. Okay, what is it?
Something low.
So it means here the kesra. Everybody know what a kesra is?
Yes.
What is a kasra?
One of the vowels.
One of the vowel sounds that comes under. That means khafti. It's something low. It means to drag something. Some people call it jar. Okay? Meaning yajurru. It drags. Okay, so it comes under. So al-khafti, it only comes in an ismun. So if you saw a kasra, and where are we talking about now? We're talking about this is happening at the end of the word. Only at the end of the word. What are we saying?
End of the word.
So if we see a word like this, and it has a kasra on it, what do we automatically know? That this is an ismun. Out of the three types of words, we know this is an for sure. How do we know that? Because at the end of the word, it has a kasra. And kasra only comes at the end of a word when that word is an ismun. Does it come on a fi'lun? No, never, never, never. Okay? So this is what we understand, and that doesn't come on a harfun either. Okay? It's only going to come at the end of a word when that word is an. This is a fact. The whole Arabic language now, you can point out every ismun when you see it has a kasra on the bottom of it. You understand? So, يعرف فالاسم بالخفض وبالتنوين. What is tanween? Everybody say tanween. Tanween. Tanween is from the word. Look at the word again. Tanween. Let's break the word down. What does this word, what do we know about this word? We have an alif and lam there, right? You see that? What does alif lam mean? What does alif and lam mean? Al, the. Right? Just like in Spanish. El, the. Now the rest of the word is tanween. We know here that the ya, right, that comes right there, and the ta that comes right here, these two come together to mean the, what do you call it? It's the noun of a thing. It's the, what is it called, a noun? The idea of something, okay? Whenever you have some type of action and you want to talk about the idea of it, you put a ta and a ya between it. The only thing left is the noon, wow, and a noon. What word do we have here? Noon. Everybody say noon. Or nawana. Which is to make the noon sound. Everybody say un. So the idea of making the noon sound, the n sound, is called what? Tanween. Just like if we have this word, ilm, say ilm. And we want to talk about the idea of ilm, we call it a ta'lim. You understand it? We put the ta there and we put the ya there, and the word still ilm is in between that. You with? When we want to talk about wahadallah, we're talking about Allah making Allah one, isolating Allah, we call it tawheed, right? We put the ta there and the ya there, and we still have wahid as the idea. You understand? So we understand this format. The format here, it denotes an idea. And if we look at it, we can see the idea is the noon sound. What is the idea? Just like if we study ilm, we call it ta'aleem. That's the idea of studying knowledge. When we deal about isolating or making something one, singling something out, we call it tawheed.